This guy is a killer. He just broke out of a prison hospital. He broke into a single mom's house, forced her and her kid to help him run. His name is Frank. That night, he accidentally killed his cheating wife. He got caught and got 25 years. 18 years later, he went to the hospital for appendicitis. He escaped during surgery. His foot was hurt. He grabbed a kid at a store, made him take him to his mom.
This is my mother, Adele. Mom, this is Frank. Needs our help.
You got a good boy here, Adele. He was kind enough to offer me a ride.
Frank held the boy by the neck, forced Adele to help him escape. Adele had no choice but to agree. They went back home. The boy, Henry, asked about the injury. Frank said he jumped from the hospital's second floor. Adele and Henry knew he was on the run. Frank saw Adele was scared. He said he'd leave before dark. Adele didn't trust him.
I've never intentionally hurt anyone in my life.
You understand how that could be hard to believe.
Frank said he could tie Adele up, make it look like a hostage scene. That way Adele and Henry would be safe. Adele agreed. Frank tied her to a chair gently. Then he went to the kitchen to cook. He fed Adele by hand. Adele didn't refuse. Want to know what happens next? Follow to hear more. This guy killed someone. He broke out, hid in her home. He forced them to keep him, but they felt like family. Frank saw Adele was helping. He tried to thank her. He cleaned up their house. He taught the boy baseball. Frank liked the warm feeling. They forgot he was dangerous. But then trouble suddenly came. Frank held Adele tight, told Henry to open door, warned him to stay quiet. It was only the neighbor. The neighbor brought them peaches. He warned Henry of an escapee, told him don't trust strangers. The neighbor finally left. Frank suggested making peach pie. It looked like a family. Adele felt safe with him. Henry saw she had changed, but he kept quiet. He also liked Frank. Frank acted like a dad. He made his mom smile. They watched police outside. Frank could have left then. They didn't want him gone.
Maybe tomorrow, once your stitches have had a little more time.
They're not gonna stop looking, Adele.
They have dogs that can smell your blood. You should probably let your stitches heal. You should stay.
He didn't want to leave. In the end he stayed. The next day Henry left. He went to get food. On his way back, he saw the wanted poster. His heart began racing. He forgot to close door. Then the neighbor showed up. Want to see if Frank caught? Follow for the next part. He's on the run. He turns himself in for her. He just wants her safe. That day, Frank stayed home alone. The neighbor showed up, saw him at the door. He seemed unsure. Maybe he knew Frank. The neighbor stepped back. Frank said he was fixing. Adele took Henry to school, but those packed bags made the neighbor pause.
Are they going somewhere?
I don't know, it sure looks like it.
Well, maybe I should get my pan back then, in case they're gone for a while.
Adele and Henry rushed back. Sirens got loud outside. Adele told Frank leave, but he shook his head. He wouldn't run again. He wanted them safe. Frank grabbed a rope, tied Adele and Henry up, said no one would suspect them.
You're a fine boy, Henry. Anybody who says otherwise is not worth your time. I'd take 20 more years just to have another 3 days with you.
He walked out slow and turned himself in. They watched him go, tears in their eyes. For escape and kidnap, he got 25 more years. After that, Adele called a lawyer, hoping they could help, but they said no way, and she might get charged. She had no choice, so she went to visit, but Frank said no visit. He wanted her safe. Years slowly passed. Frank was almost free. Want to know the ending? Follow me for the next part.